come to the installation guide for Moodle. We've already looked at basic requirements, like you need a server, you need a workstation that is network client system or desktop, you need Apache, PHP, MySQL server, you need a Moodle zip being download, you need a special browser meant for example purpose for the client system, and you just need knowledge of manipulation of Excel, which is not compulsory. Majorly, we'll be going deep to the installation process. Some of the software that will be needed I will be using the one version on the Windows. They are already downloaded. If you want to download, the Moodle, you must have an existing server. If you want to be sure you have a server, just type this IP 127.0.0.1. that will be a local server. If you don't have a reply, like now you can see from my browser, the site cannot be reached, and if you ping that server, it's going to tell you no reply. 127.0.0.1 will reply you, but the port 80 is not working as at now. You can see now one of the reasons why it's not working is that we need to have a server. We need to have a server, existing server on your system. You need a MAMP, like you can see from the guideline. You need either XAMPP, LAMP, or WAMP. WAMP is for both Windows and Mac OS. Likewise, XAMPP is for both Linux, Mac, and Windows. The LAMP is only for the Linux version, the Ubuntu. You have CentOS, Red Hat, Linux Mint, Komiku, and so many other flavors of Linux, Fedora. You use LAMP. All these mean Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. Mac, Apache, MySQL, PHP. Then the XAMPP is Apache Frame. Now, let's try to see some of this software that we need already downloaded. Like I showed in previous tutorial, you can share the URL on how to download some of these files, or you Google them. I'll be going through the first one. I will be installing WAMP on this system, and I'll also be installing the XAMPP. You can go ahead and install XAMPP before installing the Moodle zip. The latest 3.0.3 for as at the time of this recording. You can also go to Bitnami and download the from the Bitnami rather. You can likewise download Bitnami Moodle. Just see from the selection there, Bitnami Moodle 3.30. You can also go to XAMPP site. You can go to your search engine. From here, type XAMPP, and it will take you to the Apache friend site where you can download the XAMPP either for Linux, for Mac, or for Linux. But I will tell you, for Linux version or what you call Linux, it's better you use the LAMP so that you can be rest assured that you will not have issue of a server not working at a particular time, because that's the issue with XAMPP or Linux. But for Mac and Windows, XAMPP is very reliable, so I will suggest use it actually for Windows. The other one is the Vietnamese XAMPP, which you can also use. But for those of you that you prefer using WAMP, I will tell you one of the problems with WAMP is it can get stuck at a particular time when you have a lot of server, a lot of projects installed. So I will not recommend WAMP for you, but I would rather recommend XAMPP, and I will also recommend for the Windows user the MAMP version. The MAMP can be downloaded from their site. All you need to do is, actually on this system I will be installing the WAMP on this Windows operating system, so you can download it from here. We have the paid version and you have the ordinary version that is not Pro. The Pro version definitely has something that come along with it, and you may need to pay for that. Now let's quickly go through the installation. I'll be using WAMP. I'm launching the browser because it's already downloaded on the system. I'm launching the application. Selecting the language. Now this is where you have to differentiate what you want. Install Pro in addition to WAMP. I will deselect this option so that there will not be any need for paying in future. Next, you want it to be created on desktop. Next, install. At the same time this is installing, I will want to take time to also extract the module zip from the latest. You can go to their site from the home page. All you need to do is click on download. This is module.org. Click on download, and from download you'll be asked what you want. This is actually that GZ is actually good for the Linux user. The Linux user can actually use the GZ, whereas the Windows and the Mac user is recommend that you go for the zip version. Now I've already downloaded the zip version, so I'll be selecting the GZ. I'm not actually going to use this since it's already installed. You can see it's already having to install. I'm still waiting for the server to install. Now let me quickly, as we are waiting, let's quickly explain some other thing. After extracting the module, the zip that I downloaded before this recording, I will try to extract it into this folder. I'm using zip. Remember, we are having the XAMPP installing, and the module zip is also being extracted at the same time. we are trying to save time. I will pause this video here, then once the two of them is done, I will resume the video. You can see I've just finished extracting, and the MAMP has also finished installing. So I just click OK. Now this is the installation. Now let's try to access the MAMP site as we did the other time at the local server and see if this is going to work. Now it's not working yet. Why is this? Now remember, you just finished installing the WAMP, but you've not launched the WAMP. So we need to launch it and activate the servers. The PHP servers, the Apache server, and the MySQL server need to be turned on. And this is exactly what we are trying to do now. Let's wait and see. It's asking for authentication or permission. From here you can see that the server is on. If you have an existing server and you want to install some of this server, you can actually go to Preference and port and change your port to port 8080, and the MySQL also can be changed to another port if you have an existing server there. Now I'll be using PHP 7. You can from here switch to PHP 5.6 for if you want a lower support, but I'll be using Apache rather than Negis. I will click on cancel here because I'm okay. Minimize this. You can see it says index off. Let's try to access using open server. You can see local/MAMP, and this is what you have for the first time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this file that is extracted here. I'm going to actually move it and paste it to the directory where you have the MAMP installed. The MAMP is installed on your C directory. You can see MAMP. Then you go to htdocs. htdocs, you need to take note of that. htdocs. Then paste the module in this directory. This is actually where we'll be working to install our server. You can see that the server is already available in that directory. Welcome back. You can see that the module is already move into the directory, the ht.dot directory, and how we want to rename this to module-exam instead of that's latest. You can follow along, and we come here, we refresh. Just click on this module-exam. Then I will also want you to do something again. Move all the directory to this module-exam. It's already moved, so we can work actually with module-exam. Now, if you see this congratulation, here you'll be asked to choose a language. I'm choosing English. The paths, installation paths, you can see the directory, the module data. Now try to take note that ht.dot and this without the ht.dot, you have to take note of the two, because these have to have permission to edit, especially for the Linux user. You should take note of that from your LAMP. Now if you are using WAMP with me, I want you to take note that the root user, the default user is root, and the default password is root, just like you have here. But if you are using XAMPP, the default password here will be blank. We have default password here. We'll be talking of blank for XAMPP. Now we click on next. How we want to access the PHP-MyAdmin. You can access your PHP-MyAdmin from your local server by typing the URL, then PHP-MyAdmin. Like I said, if it's telling you not found, don't worry. But if you are using XAMPP, this should give you direct access. But for MAMP, all you need to do is click on this welcome directory, and it will take you to the PHP-MyAdmin section. For Linux user, Mac user, take note, this should be your URL. So is PHP-MyAdmin. Now at this section, let me close some application here. At this section is asking for user, so I'll be using root, and the password also root. The database will not be module, but it will be module dash exam. So I have to create the database from here by coming here new, create database name, fill it up, click on create. You can see it's created, waiting for tables. Let's go back to our installation. The database is module.exam. You can use whatever you like. The port is default, so we don't need to fill anything there. Just click on next. If you're on this stage, it means everything is good. The database have been confirmed, the password have been confirmed. Click on continue, and the installation process starts. From here, it's telling us some requirements. Your server meets all minimum requirements, but we need to take note of these three requirements. If you are using Linux, from the installations manual, you can still output something you may need to add. See, the XML RPC PHP 5, you need to install the INTL, you need to install the core, the GP, and all these are the requirements you may. But if you use Bitnami, this will be taken care of. So, but this is not going to be a barrier for you from installing the application, but rather it is of good to have 100%. But 90% and 5% is still okay. Let's just click on continue from here. You can see the installation process has started. It will take some time, maybe 1 hour, depending on the speed of your system and the type of operating system you are having. You can see the process has started, and the system is installed. Affability completion installed, grade, group, profile calculated, marker, image or text, how to, description, essay, select, match, missing answer, multiple question, multiple choice, numeric, random, match, short answer, true or false, assignment, book, chart, data. All this will be installed one after the other. Here it's has already finished installing, and you can see the last one at log install standard. Just click on continue from here, and It's going to take us to the administrative page where you will set the admin username and password.